Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It is Friday afternoon here in the Eastern time zone of the USA. It's 20 Zulu on May 10th, 2024, and this is the weekend special. Today we have special guest. It's Michael Kalter, W8CI. Michael is the official spokesperson for the Dayton Hamvention. Welcome back, Michael. Boy, we're getting close.
We are close. 1 week from this time, we'll be almost a day into it. I am really honored to be here. Hello to everyone, and a special hello to all the hardworking volunteers for Hamvention.
Yeah, and they are getting geared up, and a lot of them have already been in action. Michael, let's talk about some of the things that are going on that are on the minds of everybody. What do you think about the weather next week? That's one of the big things.
Well, today, let's start with today. Just absolutely beautiful day today out there. Slight breeze, big blue sky with these puffy little white clouds going through. And that's the kind of days we're testing the day out today because we believe that's the weather we're going to see next week. But you know, this is Ohio and things are very changeable in Ohio. And we're ready for it. I think it's going to be good.
So how about some news, Michael? What do you got on the news wire?
Well, the inside exhibits are sold out. Outside exhibits, I believe, if are not sold out, they may have one or two spaces left. We've got, and I think I mentioned it before, the whole infield where the flea market is completely redone. All those roads are really nice. I was just up there this morning. The whole parking area outside is all cut. It really looks good. Just so many good things happening. We've got the forums all lined up. The app is working, the app that we do jointly with ARRL. And, it's just really falling together really nicely.
Well, that is very good to hear. And hopefully here you'll see the Hamvention website up on the screen, Michael. Should let me know when you see it here.
I see it. Yeah, we're good.
Great. We're good. So, I just want everybody to know that the information that is on hamvention.org is the latest information on what's going on. Michael mentioned the forums. You can click on the forum schedule, and there they are. All the forums are there, the various rooms. So everything is really good to go on, take a look at this ahead of time so that you have some idea of where you want to go and all the vendors and the exhibits, etc. So the website is in great shape, Michael.
Good. I do want to mention, let's mention a couple of the forums there's a lot of exciting forums this year. And we get so many applications, and it's hard to say no to people who want to have a forum. And we try to, pick the best that we can. And the forum rooms are in great shape. Like we had a big meeting, a walkthrough yesterday, a forum meeting to check everything out. We have a air conditioning specialist in there today, and there was one in forum room 2. One of the air conditioners was a little bit too noisy. We're getting that fixed, and we're going to make sure that every air handling unit we have is quiet and in those rooms, so you can hear the speakers and there's no fighting there. So we're really excited about that. And one of the newest additions to our forums is a forum from the ARRL legal department, and that's the law and amateur radio. And that's 4 o'clock on Monday in forum room 1. And if you go to Tim's forum, his forum is right before that, the antenna forum. So be sure to get to both of those forums. Now, both of them are very exciting. And if you know anything about K3LR, you know the guy knows about antennas. And if you ever go out to his place, and I've been there a few times, it makes my little setup, which really isn't little, but it dwarfs what I've got. And but I do want to say the forum on the law and amateur radio is important because lot of updates, a lot of action happening with the HOA bill right now. And also, I do want to mention that the ARL has Forum Room 3. That's all their events, and they are responsible for that. And then there's another forum that is kind of near and dear to my heart. Those of you who are Skywarn people, which I am, and I work down at the Wilmington National Weather Service as a net control operator for most of southern Ohio, northern Kentucky, and eastern Indiana. But the National Weather Service is putting on a really interesting forum on Friday morning in room 2 called Xenia and Beyond. And Xenia, as you know, was wiped out in 1974 with a very severe tornado. And in the, I think I can't remember the exact year, 89, I think, a bad tornado went through, took out the entire fairgrounds. And that's why the fairgrounds is rebuilt and is in such great shape. But Tim, there's just so many great forums. Another one I want to mention, take a look at this one. This is a good one, and I know these guys. Chris Perry and his brother they're from the Lake Cumberland Amateur Radio Association in Kentucky, and they've got a great forum that's called How to Grow the Amateur Radio Club from Nearly Dead to Amazing. Worth looking at. These guys are absolutely excellent. And then, of course, Carol Perry's great forum, sponsored by the RCA. That she does so much with the youth and is so active. But anyway, Tim, you've looked at some of those forums, and why don't you mention a couple that you're looking for?
Well, yeah, I think the youth forum with Carol Perry is also a must attend, and HamSci. They've got a great forum going on. There's just so much to do. This is my 40th year in a row of hosting the Antenna Forum at Hamvention, and I'm very proud of that. 1984 was my first year doing it, and so I'm very, very excited about that. In the chat room, there are a couple of folks here. XE2 Zulu is on. And also, Papa Echo 2 Kilo asked, will CTU be on YouTube? And there will be one of the classrooms will be live on YouTube. Just go to the contestuniversity.com website, or there's the link that is in the chat as well. DX Engineering put it up. Be on the DX Engineering YouTube and Facebook Live channels. Mark Brown says, N4BCD. Excited to be arriving Thursday for setup on a weekend of networking and hearing about the ARRL's Clean Signal Initiative, which is a really great program that the ARRL is spearheading, and you're going to hear more about that at Hamvention. What about Sunday, Michael? Everybody, is interested in some of the things that are going on, but how about Sunday?
Sunday is free. So if you're coming there, say you're coming with family and you're getting there Saturday, family doesn't want to come, on Saturday, or you don't have the money or don't want to spend the money on it, or you just want to come and see what amateur radio is about, it is free. The vendors are there waiting on you. It runs from 9 to 1 o'clock, and there's nobody leaving early because there are vendors very anxious to see you. And great deals to be had on Sunday, especially if you get to that flea market early, because a lot of people I don't want to take this stuff home, and they might be making good deals. Sunday is a great day to come.
Yeah, and ever since Sundays were made free by the folks at Hamvention, just an incredible opportunity, new opportunity for folks to visit and make those last-minute deals, Michael. Michael, how about things like if you're making deals in the flea market and you need help getting stuff back to your car, what sort of programs do you have for that?
We actually have a program where you can make the deal and you see the flea market. The flea market volunteers will be circulating through there. and they will help you get that boat anchor up to the entrance, and you get a pass, and then you will get a ticket there, and your gear will be kept for you. You can go get your vehicle, come right in there and pick it up, and definitely really a great thing to have, a great opportunity. I do want to mention, though, be sure to download the app on the web from the website. And look at it before you come. By the way, Tim, I was on just doing some stuff last night down in the shack doing some paperwork, and kind of dialing through 20 meters and, or excuse me, 40 meters. And I was listening to a lot of chatter about people coming to Hamvention and talking about, I can't wait to see my friends there. I've made so many friends. It's a really great event. It's a really positive event. And we want to keep it like that. So our hope is that when you come, you have a positive experience and a good story to share after.
Well, it's really, really good from the standpoint of meeting those friends, making new friends, and seeing the latest gear from the various vendors and the inside exhibits. So there's so much to do there. And if you're having trouble with the app, try reloading it, rebooting things. I've had very good luck with the app. So hopefully everybody that can, it's Android ready as well as iPhone ready. So Michael, thanks to you and the rest of the team for that. And, while we're at it, how about those 700 volunteers, Michael? Just incredible, the volunteerism that makes Hamvention happen.
It is amazing to me. You would think that we would be filled with lots of drama and people upset about this and that. And people gravitate to where they're comfortable. They produce, they make things happen. And their satisfaction is when the people, our visitors, are satisfied. That's everywhere from, Jim Storms, who's our general chairman, W8CI. He's done a tremendous job. And all the way down to, I don't want to say down to, maybe down to me. But there's just so much going on. But we couldn't do it without volunteers. Could not be done. And it's a 100% volunteer organization as far as our members go. We don't pay any of our members to do anything. And a lot of people give a tremendous amount of time. Why is that? Absolutely love Hamvention. Understand that it's an important pillar for amateur radio, and they just want to give back.
Well, and it's the great cooperation with Hamvention and the ARRL as well, because this is the ARRL National Convention held at Hamvention. So it's a great time in the hobby. Amateur radio has never been stronger. We've got lots of new people in the hobby. There'll be lots of first-time attendees, and so we need to make sure that we welcome them. Any other last advice here, Michael? You're going to wrap it up, and next week is the big week.
Yeah, gosh, everybody, it is getting so close. We're ready for you. Take the time to plan your days out. We'll have water for sale there. And we don't allow any of the vendors to gouge you on water. We don't like them to gouge, period. But at any rate, be prepared. Take time and figure out where you're going to go, what you're going to do, and don't miss some of these great forums. So set yourself up a calendar, make a list, and study the vendors that are there, and go ask questions. I know that now, Tim, you with DX Engineering, you encourage people to come and ask questions, and people there act like that. Well, they don't act like it, but they are truly concerned. And I would say that for all of the vendors. They want the best for people there, and they want the best for amateur radio, as we do. And we have an opportunity to continue, all of us, to work together to understand each other's differences, but just be positive about amateur radio. I mean, what a great gift, and what a great hobby, or as I look at it, what a great way of life.
There you go. Well, Michael, thanks so much for coming on. We really appreciate you giving us the up-to-date information, and we'll look for everyone next week down at Hamvention. Everybody travel safe. This weekend, get on the air, have some fun. Even with all the solar storms, there's fun to be had with the best hobby in the world. Until next time, 73 from DX Engineering.
7-3.